Bonnie from Lensational. Since launching Lensational 3.5 years ago, we've been training photography to 400 women across 10 developing countries, and these are women whose stories never get heard, and they now get the chance to tell their own stories. And so now I invite you to support an ambitious pilot in our most successful program to date, and that is providing video journalism training to garment factory workers in Bangladesh. The next image I'm going to show you might be a bit upsetting, so just a warning there, but perhaps some of you recognize this image. The Time magazine called this the most haunting photograph from Bangladesh. Two victims in a final embrace amid the rubble of the Rana Plaza factory collapse in April 2013. It was the deadliest garment factory accident in history. And 3 years on, imagine how millions of workers still live with this image every day. The garment sector is the largest employer of women in Bangladesh and provides one of the very few ways for rural, uneducated women to integrate into the formal workforce. However, they work in the most unsafe environments, subject to 14 to 18 of working hours per day, and are underpaid. And in this context, how can photography and storytelling empower them? Let me share with you the story of Shireen. Shireen is 26 years old, and she married at a very early age, like millions of girls in Bangladesh. She works at Well Fashion Limited, our partner, as an inspector. And in January this year, she learned photography for the first time with Lensational for 8 hours over 2 days. Shireen has 2 sons, and the one thing she expects from them is that they need to respect everyone they meet, especially women. Shireen doesn't drive a motorbike, but she decided to post on it because she wants to show that women should be allowed to do what men can also do. And when our trainers asked her to take a picture to show what her aspiration is, she approached a male manager for his blazer. She put it on and then took this picture. And she said to us that even though she wasn't taught how to read and write, she wants to be a manager so that she can earn more money and to support her family and to support other women. Stories like this, that of Shireen, is important, but it's never heard. I don't know how many of us here actually knows the story of the worker who made the clothes that we're wearing today. And Lensational shares all these stories with a global audience. This is our feature last month on the Huffington Post. I spoke on 2 TEDx talks about Lensational, and we hosted a panel discussion at the London School of Economics about fashion supply chain transparency. But we need to go further because change is not happening enough. We invite your support tonight so that we can extend our photography training to video journalism. Why video journalism? First, video is a more complex medium that can further our workers' creativity so that they can transition from assembly line workers to more creative roles within the factory. Second, learning video journalism teaches one a lot about interpersonal skills, from establishing rapport with your interviewees to negotiation. And these are crucial skills that can help them move up the ladder within the factory. You'll be surprised that while 80% of the factory workers are women, only 3% of the managers are men. And third, video journalism enables the producers to communicate directly with the audience. And we've seen today all the power that film can do beyond a static image. And with the more compelling content, I will now ask Brian to play a clip of how we want to actually disseminate the content. So we are partnering with Blipper. We have Chantel Pinkham at the back from Blipper today, which is an augmented reality app. So if you download the app on your phone, you scan the image, like the lady doing here, you'll be able to see multimedia content on your phone and you can interact with it. The idea is hopefully that Shireen can be telling her own story with the video on your phone. So this is an innovative way that we want to use to engage with global fashion brands on issues of social responsibility and supply chain transparency. £5,500 tonight will help us launch the video journalism training for 30 workers. Not only will we teach them new skills and empower them to make changes, the results will also feed into our advocacy work in London. We expect to reach 1,000 visitors to our exhibition, and a short film screening in April 2017, which is also the 4th anniversary of the Rana Plaza factory collapse. And any extra pound we raise about that will go into a train-the-trainer program. Every £50 will help one worker train 5 other workers based on the content they have learned to further their leadership skills. And if we're very lucky to go beyond that, every £1,000 will see Lensational in a new factory, and we've already been talking to 3 other factories that want to work with us. And this slide shows how we're actually seeking to empower the 30 workers. It's a complex slide, but so you're welcome to ask questions later on, but it is really to help equip them with the resources, agency, and achievements feeding into a virtuous cycle of empowerment. Shireen is one of the 56 million women employed in the garment industry worldwide. Your support tonight will help her one step closer to her dream of becoming a manager. And if you resonate with her story, please donate tonight, and donate also your cameras, your time, and sharing with us any relevant connections. Thank you.